Continuing our discussion with President Renew Khator at the University of Houston. We've just talked about the legislature in Tier 1. One more thing with the legislature, Tier 1 wasn't the only issue we had before the legislature. How else did we do?
We did actually very well. We are very, very, very pleased with the session, and we're very grateful to our delegation. They have been able to fund us for our enrollment and for our enrollment increase. I think considering the economic downturn, considering what's happening around the nation, I think we should be very grateful for what the legislature has done for us, and it just shows us that they do believe in higher education. We've also been able to get some stimulus money that came through the legislature for us, and that's in the wind energy area. So we're quite happy.
Good. And speaking of money, just not too long ago, we received an anonymous $8 million gift, I guess you could call it, donation. Of that, you set aside $7 million for Tier 1 scholarships, another $1 million for graduate scholarships.
That's true.
Let's talk about that.
Well, first of all, it really is an anonymous gift. I even don't know who the donor is. Yeah. And I'm just really thrilled and very excited for our university. Yeah, $7 million of that we have put as a Tier 1 scholars, which means right now if anybody is endowing a scholarship, $30,000 or above, or a professorship or graduate fellowship, it is possible for us to take match money from here. So if suppose you were to give John $30,000 for a scholarship, we will take from this fund another $30,000 and put $60,000 behind your name to be awarded for trying to get our Tier 1 level scholars into this university. Because we know we have to raise the caliber of entering class here. And that's one of the objectives. And $1 million we have put for professional schools and graduate schools for endowed fellowships. It's not for yearly donations, but it's for endowed money.
Okay, once again, that the Tier 1 scholarships will be for incoming freshmen who meet certain criteria.
Yes, that's exactly true.
Well, speaking of that, so how's enrollment look?
Enrollment is up, and we're very excited. We're going to be changing some of the selectivity criteria and admissions criteria over the next couple of years, every year. We are adding freshman dorms just to make sure that we have the capacity to take students who are coming here from outside of Houston and from outside of the state. We have 4,500 beds right now. We will be continue to build 1,000 a year for next 3 or 4 years.
We have some graduate student housing opening up this fall. Next fall, if everything stays on schedule, we'll have the first freshman dorm that we've had in a long time.
That's right. So it's exciting times for us. And meanwhile, we'll also have the light rail come here, which will connect us to downtown. It will connect us to the Texas Medical Center and UH downtown. I mean, this is truly going to be an urban campus, an urban experience for anybody who wants to come in the middle of the city, but with the easy access to going to opera or symphony or to a theater or play. I mean, it's going to be an incredible experience here.
Well, speaking of that, the arts and student success are two of what you've called the big rocks of the university. So what expectations do you have for us in these areas?
Well, for class particularly, I think this is the heart and soul of the university. You prepare the students to be good citizens, good human beings. I think you open the heart and soul, and I always believe that it's very important. So the first thing in terms of student success is you play an important role with general education. And I hope that class will continue to take leadership in that and continue to look for ways and guiding the university of how is it that we bring in students here part-time, full-time, traditional, non-traditional, and give them every tool that they need to graduate from here and graduate with the skills that they are going to need in this global marketplace. And as for the arts, I must tell you, I have attended several events here, the music and in dance and in theater. It's an absolutely spectacular program here. I am so proud, and I talk about it all the time. I Twitter on it all the time. Other day I was in opera and I Twittered saying, oh gosh, you got to see this. Very, very impressive. And I think we still have opportunities to take our programs here, arts and humanities, and link them even more strongly and closely with what City of Houston has to offer. And that together we can be an unstoppable and absolutely tier 1 force in the country and even internationally. So that's kind of the vision I have. Just continue to do what you do here, and we'll try to support as much as we can, and we'll try to go and forge partnerships that are necessary. The strategic plan that's working right now in the arts area, I am just so excited to see that.
Good. Twitter. You're on Twitter.
I am on Twitter.
So you can just log on under Renew Khator on Twitter, or
you might be able to find me.
The top cougar or something. Or?
You might be able to find me under Renew Khator, but the name is UH Press.
UH Press.
Yes.
With a Z or an S?
With S.
With an S.
UH Press. And
so how many friends do you have?
Not too many, because I haven't let anybody know. You're the first ones knowing it. And I will be twittering from Wales when I'm going with the students from Choral Group.
That's right.
They're competing in Wales, and I will be there, and I'm going to Twitter from there the whole time. So I wish our students great success. I'm so proud of them, and I want to be there to see them succeed.
Just another example of the quality that we have in our arts area, and this in the Moore School of Music.
Absolutely, and humanities too. Let's not forget that. I mean, our creative writing, everywhere I go, that's what I hear. And our social sciences. I mean, people know. I'm in political science, and people know the strength at the University of Houston. Of course, we need to do a lot more. I mean, I think we need a bigger footprint on the national scene. Faculty do quite a bit. We just need to take care of many other areas and have more faculty here, and have the faculty of the caliber, and give them the tools to compete at that caliber. I really do believe, and very, very strongly with full passion, that we are so close. And now with the legislature's help, if we just stay focused, we can get there. We can break one of those 3 organizational tier 1 category in next 5 to 7 years. I do believe that.
Well, we're with you on this. We believe with you too.
Thank you.
Renew Khator, the Chancellor of the University of Houston System and President of the University of Houston, thank you for being with us. Maybe we can make this an annual event.
Absolutely. I'd love to be here again.
Enjoy having you with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next month.